What's up? It's your dude Tank Lip, aka Jason Lip, aka LI the Prophet, aka the last of the great Jedi, aka the GOAT, aka the last great hope for the helpless and weary. Just give me 1 minute. I gotta shut a door back there. Um, so yeah, this blog's gonna kind of be about being resourceful. For myself, being resourceful when I have a lack of resources at my disposal. Um, Realizing that some may argue that actually there are a lot of resources at my disposal. So I'm going to clarify by saying the resources that are like, and again I could say the most essential, but then some people would argue that that's not true. So the way my mind works, I'm constantly in a chess match of what I believe and like my values versus an awareness and a consciousness that the way I think and believe and feel strongly about stuff is many times not aligned with the popular majority, and I'm kind of like always aware of that. So it does cause me to be very self-conscious, but I think I'm actually a very independent thinker. I don't let that force me to stray from myself and my thinking. So I'm just going to say that. Um, by the way, this is my new coffee cup. My mom got this for me. I love turquoise. As you can see, I got the turquoise hat. It just says coffee on it. And it's got some coffee grinds. It's pretty cool. It's kind of pretty tall, but it's got girth too. Just saying. So back to where we were after I strayed from the whole like that my mind deviates on this chess thinking thing. I'm just gonna say that I believe, like, for someone in my situation, a man that's not yet married, so technically single, but has a girlfriend for the last 2 years, so very much in a relationship. I should be relying on resources such as cash, credit. As a 39-year-old man, cash, credit. I should have a car. So, me personally, my situation, I'm broke, no cash, credit fucked up, no car, no friends. You know, a lot of people have friends of mine that have even made themselves unavailable during the last like 10 years that my life has been in kind of like a very early midlife crisis. The situation I'm now in many ways is very much the same kind of theme to it, like the problems that I could bitch about, only like bad went from bad to worse. And also too, it got so much for me to be familiar with not having a lot of people in my life that I no longer feel the connections. Like the one saving grace about going so long without having much of a friend connection with thousands and thousands of acquaintances and a long list of friends, honestly. I'm not going to say that all thousands of people were friends, but I had a lot of acquaintances, knew a lot of people, nowhere to be found. A long list of people that I actually really thought I had built decent friendships and had a rapport with, nowhere to be found. I no longer feel the connection to most of them, so I don't call them up either anymore. And like after a while, you learn your lesson. After getting your calls rejected so many times and so many missed calls not returned, you learn to have a little bit of dignity and pride. So I don't reach out anymore, and can't really say that I even miss them. I'm just longing for something of the same caliber type of thing, maybe with new people, only when you're older it's harder to piece that together. Because people, and this is what I was getting to, friends would tell me, oh, they're busy, they're married now, they got kids. But I call bullshit on that, because I see tons of older couples, and granted, a man and his wife are probably with another man and his wife that have a kid, and you've got two older couples, let's just say they're 39 and 40 years old too, just like myself, and each couple has kids. So when they get together, there's like a common denominator that links them and makes it have like harmony to the relationship. So I kind of do get it. So I've come to terms, but reluctantly so, and it makes me angry because I want that. Like, I want to be married to my girlfriend, but I live in a nice house, but I'm living off the resources of my mom, mostly. And actually now I'm contributing my little bit of income that I get from the government for my disability. I'm giving like 90% of that to my mother to help pay for this nice house that I'm in right now. So I do have some pride, like linked to that for being somewhat of a man, but at the end of the day, it's government money. And I have a disability, so just surviving with a disability, I feel like every day that I don't kill myself, and y'all are going to have a big problem digesting this one, like I earned some bucks. It's not easy being me, okay? This disability is very real. Mental illness is very trying, very challenging. And sometimes it's hard not hating myself. Okay? So if y'all ever find yourselves disgusted with me or hating me, just wonder how I feel. I live with myself all day long, so it's rough. And I reached that point recently where I just wanted to end it all, but I didn't. So I'm trying to find resources to like make each day have a point. So, broke with no cash, no credit, no card, no friends. I do have a home. I do have clothes. I do have my arms and legs, my eyes, my ears. I do what I can. My family's even limited. Most of my family lives up north in New York. So, even that, I talk with my cousin. He's one of my, one of the people I respect the most in this world. He lives up in New York. He comes down. We get along really great. Honestly, he's like one of the few people I can honestly say I never had a fight with in this world. I think every other person I've ever had a connection with, I've had some like falling out with. I've never had that with this cousin. So God bless him. But even like family resources, very limited. But, like, what can I do each day when I wake up? So, I exercise. It's monotonous. I've been doing that song and dance for so many years now. Honestly, my whole life has been like a yo-yo of weight. I've gone from super fit to 500 pounds, back down to 250, back up to 340, back down to 290, from 290 to 245, from 245 back up to 290. And this song and dance and this merry-go-round with my weight, like, it's a circle dance that just, like, never stops being a big circle. Right now, in addition to my girlfriend moving out 7.5 months ago, I did emotionally eat because I tried to not drink too much. I relapsed, so even that as a resource was something to be proud of myself, like, hold on to my sobriety. I blew that, 15 years of sobriety, so I can't even brag about that anymore. Although I nipped that in the bud now, so I've been sober now about 2.5, 3 months. I haven't had one drink, one sip of alcohol. I probably appear to the community and neighborhood like I'm on way worse drugs than alcohol, because sometimes I really embellish this fantasy of acting, which is linked to a movie that I think is going on, which is linked to, I guess, a delusion, which is linked to my mental illness, if there's not really a movie going on. But so I exercise, but it's a drag. And honestly, when you're up to 290, now it's even harder for me to jog than when I was down to 245. And even when I was at 245, I was still kind of giving my knees a chance to acclimate. My knees, actual knees, a chance to acclimate to being at a lower weight before I dove into it. Plus, I had a lot of leg issues going on with a leg condition I had, and I just recently had 3 surgeries, and actually have one more scheduled here in December coming up. It'll be my 4th leg surgery in a matter of 2 months. It's been a lot going on with, like, being a patient, a medical patient, but not a whole lot going on. Actually really enjoying life. Haven't seen my girlfriend in 2 weeks, including the whole week of the Thanksgiving holiday and Thanksgiving. That super depressed me, drove me off a cliff. I was ready to jump, end it all, kill myself. Supposed to see her this weekend, but then I told my best friend, who I'm also trying to repair my friendship with him, have to repair my friendship with him because I've been angry at him because I think he's been having an affair with my girlfriend. So it's just all very conflicting, and I told him, yes, I'll see him this weekend. And then I realized, oh, I haven't seen my girlfriend in 2 weeks, and she just said, yes, she can come over. So, and spend a couple days and actually sleep over here at our house. I say our house because I like to say our house. I think that's a nice thing for a man to do with his girlfriend. Say our house, not babe, come over to my house. Like mine, mine, mine. No, our. What's mine is yours. Mi casa, tu casa, you know? So my best friend probably gonna burn a bridge with him at some point because he's been reaching out. Probably get tired of reaching out to me soon. But he's been pretty patient with me, considering I've really, like, thrown him under the bus. I mean, I really have, in thought and action. So, I mean, I guess God bless him for hanging in there. My diet has gone to shit. I mean, I do something good, but some people would argue that it's not good. I do these, like, long intervals of fasting each day, which I think is good because my diabetes, the second I eat, my body wants to go to sleep. And then it's like a great night's sleep, which I have been catching up on my sleep. So there, a resource. But it's like a resource to, like, catch up just to get to normal, where some people don't have sleep issues and sleep conditions. I have sleep apnea, and I'm having complications with my sleep that may be related to sleep apnea. It may be related to my mental illness and being, like, so wound up and my mind racing. It might not even be a sleep apnea thing. So my sleep went to shit the whole time. My girlfriend has been away for 7.5 months. Moved out. I've seen her, but since she's been moved out, you know, it's not easy when you love someone so much and you want to be tucking it into bed each night with her. And I don't mean like sexually. I mean under the covers next to a warm body that you love. Haven't had that all too much. It like makes me restless at night. I can't sleep. Then if I don't hear from her, it like triggers. It sets it off. So I don't know. I got a lot going on. You know, so most people don't have sleep conditions. So being resourceful and being disciplined to like really work on my sleep just gets me back to ground zero. It's not like I'm really doing something to supplement my life. It's just kind of like catching up. But I'm working on my sleep. My diet, I fast, but then I binge, so I negate whatever I might be accomplishing, if I'm accomplishing anything from the fasting. And when you binge, like, actually it puts me to sleep. Inadvertently, I get like a benefit there, so that just from like a diabetic complication, and like I crash, my physicality, like my body, I crash from too much sugar and carbs. And so any one of you ever wants to like put me to sleep, that's why I used to get mad at my girlfriend. She would always want to make like spaghetti and meat sauce. I vaguely remember it was Mondays, but regardless, she cooks it really good, so it was hard to say no. After a while, I would like lose the evening with her. I'm like, babe, your spaghetti and meat sauce, awesome. Obviously spaghetti, anyone can boil, but she does a great job with the meat sauce, the seasonings, whatever, dope. Dope. Props to my girlfriend for like the best meat sauce in the world. My mom tries to duplicate it. She can't. My girlfriend's got that on the meat sauce. But I would have to say no after a while because I'd miss the whole evening after falling asleep. After I just can't handle the spaghetti carbs unless I have like a super small portion of spaghetti. So I don't know. I'm kind of like not in the mood to talk anymore. I'm trying to be resourceful and not quit. Anyway, I caught you up a little bit on what's going on. Tank Lip Diaries. I think this is part 5. I do love y'all. I do love life. I'm trying to hang in there. It's just not always easy. That, you know, it is what it is.